Alright, hello everyone, it's Happy, and today we're talking about the top 5 heavy tanks you must have after update 10.3, and of course I'm pretty much dividing these tanks into the role they play in game, and of course these are going to be a little bit biased because it's going to be my opinion. But at number 5, let's talk about the best drum tank, well, the drum heavy tank at tier 10, and that is definitely going to be the AMX 50B. By far, after 10.3, the T57 Heavy is no longer as good as it used to be, and in my opinion, the 50B is just going to be better than the T57. Simple as that. Is a fast tank, 4 shells in the drum, very good gun handling. Overall, it can dish out a lot of damage, very fun tank to play, and in my opinion, you definitely need this tank if you're looking for a drum tank to sort of, have, because you can again dish out so much damage in this tank. Now, next up, I'm going to be putting in the E100 as the all-round tank that you want, just because it's just fun to play at times. And I mean, in 2023, especially in 2024, which is coming up, you definitely need the E100 because the tech tree is solid. I mean, the whole line starting from tier 6 up till tier 10 is fun. It teaches you a lot, and overall the tier 10, the E100 in itself is just very fun. It's got good armor, good gun, very, very solid tank, and you just need it because it's just an E100. You must have this tank, and if you don't, you definitely need to have it. I mean, there doesn't need to be a long explanation as to why the E100 is such a good tank, right? I mean, the tank is just very, very nice, very comfortable to play for newer players. It allows you to make mistakes here and there, and of course the tech tree in itself is also very solid. Now, another tank you must have after 10.3 is definitely going to be the VK90. I mean, this tank is probably one of the strongest tanks when it comes to the armor profile, of course, as a heavy tank in the whole game. If you stand there side scraping, I mean, there's barely anything most tanks can do to you unless they're a tank destroyer. Most heavies, lights, and mediums are really going to struggle against you, and it's going to be a pain to try and get you out of a certain position, especially if you're holding an angle in a city. My God, the VK90 is really going to be hard to deal with just because of how good it is at side scraping, and the overall armor profile is just very, very solid in my opinion. So you definitely need this tank if you're looking for that OP sort of tank at tier 10, which is of course a heavy tank. Now, on top of that, what is going to be the best hull down tank at tier 10? And in my opinion, it's definitely going to be the Concept 1B. I mean, this tank is very good at going purely hull down. So if that's your thing, I think the Concept 1B is definitely in that category of the best hull down tanks out there. It's just very mobile. The gun is great. The armor profile in general is also good for a hull down tank, right? The turret is small. You don't have a humongous hatch or a cupola sticking out. You have very comfortable gun depression. So overall, the Concept 1B is definitely going to be in the stronger category for hull down tanks. Maybe you can put the Kron next to it, but again, I don't think the Kron is going to be as good as the Concept 1B. So you definitely need this tank if you're, again, looking for something hull down, because you can get into a position very quickly, at the start of the game, and then just sit there for the whole game, hull down, and just shoot enemies away. You have good DPM, again, very comfortable gun, so it's definitely worth it. Now, at number 5, I don't necessarily want to pick a specific tank. This can be a lot of tanks, guys. This can be a lot of tanks, and I really don't want to sort of make anyone feel bad, but I would put the Object 777 version 2 in there. It's just a good all-round tank. It's good at everything except probably going hull down. But apart from that, for a lot of scenarios for heavy tanks, especially where heavy tanks are fighting or dueling in a city, I think the Object 777 version 2 is definitely going to be one of those very very strong tanks to just play, you know, because it has good armor, good mobility, good gun. It doesn't necessarily have big weaknesses anywhere. So in general, I think this is just a perfect heavy tank to have in most scenarios. Overall, solid tank. And again, this is just simply my opinion, guys, and I hope no one gets offended. So tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. And with that, Happy is out, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. Bye-bye.